Welcome back, ladies and gents. In the last video, I was right near Ortesia, and I said I was going to recruit and sell and ransom and all that good stuff, which I did. I even got in a little bit of crafting, some melting. And then I headed over to Charis, just like I said I was going to do, and the towns, their villages are still smoking ruins. They're not getting any food. And they're at negative 40 on food with stocks of 357, so we're just going to go right into the siege. I got 5 days of food. There was a small battle that I didn't bother filming. It was a single lord next to Ortesia. Sturgian Lord only had about 50 troops who was jumped by a couple of mercenary clans, and I just intervened in that. It was less than 50 troops, and I just did a press 0 and sent everybody on the charge. We didn't lose anything. It wasn't worth recording that. But the important thing is we've got a full party. Everybody's full, with the exception of Sheena now. She's got one more steward skill apparently, so we'll give her this hybrid warrior. There you go. Samir created an army. Very good. Don't know what he's going to do. The Azurai want peace. Now, if they attack, how many people? Are we still at 0? No, 70% support now. 82 for the Khuzaits, because we're not really, I don't want to pay anything. They're here, we're receiving almost 6,000 dinars a day. So if the Azurai jump on Ortesia, I'll probably try to initiate that if no one else has. Because 6,000 dinars a day, it's not a lot of money when you consider it's paid to every clan in the kingdom. It's not like I personally am going to get 59.10 a day, but the kingdom will, and that'll help. Well, did I just go up? I just lost a guy. I sure did. Looks like they hit our tower. Well, then let me recruit a Sturgeon Hunter and move him. Nope, you're good. There we go. Jalmares, Southern Empire. Well, as I said, my priority is the Vlandians. So if I lose Jalmares, so be it. Money is still an issue. We've gone down, I think, from 7 mil down to less than... We're at 5.86. Did I not? Okay, there we go. $4:30 in the morning here. My brain is just waking up. You would think the shower would... I always perform better after a shower. You know, some people drink coffee or whatever in the morning when they wake up. I always shower. That usually gets me going. I don't drink coffee. Or alcohol. Just not my thing. Alright, make peace. Now they're only going to give 56.50. We're going to give 59.10. But I guess we're going to have to take it because Ragenvad's already... We've got 34 hours, so might as well do it. Urig is 100 and... Alright, I'm just going to abstain. There's nothing to be gained by voting on it. Wasting influence points for me. Okay. They're already starving out the garrison. There's only 200 of them. Ulislav created an army. And there's Ortesia, led by the Southern Empire. So the Southern Empire is both attacking Jalmares and Ortesia. Man, they... Really? Are they that big? Yeah, they're the third most powerful out of all 6 of us, I guess. Excuse me. All right, let's get the trebuchets out. Garrison is going to be starved out here by the time we attack. And I do not anticipate Vlandia contesting this. I don't think they have the power. Although I could be wrong, since they've got... Looks like they got Ox Hall and Revolt back. I still don't know. I didn't even look how that happened. I don't know why they have such good... One of these guys has really good engineering skill. Whew. Look how quickly they're making these siege engines. Quicker than I can make them, and they're taking mine out. That doesn't happen very often. Look at that. That's 2 they've taken out already. Wow, I would not have expected that. Well, I did not expect that. All right, they're slowing down a tad bit now. I guess he's getting low on... It does take influence to build these, by the way. So perhaps he's low on influence, because they haven't won a lot of battles, haven't been in a lot of battles. All right, there we go. Let's bring out the fire onagers. Man, I lost 4 more troops. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just make them archers. Why not? I just was watching Archer. Okay, let's see. Make sure I've got the bow and the 37 quiver of 37 arrows. Get these out. Very good. And lead the assault. All right, I got it. If I lose both towns, that'll be -10 in my troop count. Got to keep that in mind, Joe. You don't want them to arbitrarily leave if you're not paying attention. Boy, this is really... This is very close quarters. So I guess this is really a weird to be facing in that direction. Is it going here? And then that other one is going here? It's almost where they have to be. And I don't have a lot of choice here, so I'm just going to go for this guy. Get out of the way. I think I'll just try this. Because these towers... don't have a lot of travel time. Let's see where he was aiming. Too far. No, it wasn't. Okay, they're up the hill just enough that threw me off a little bit. Let's try it again. Without moving anything. I just moved it to the right a little bit. All right, very good. Not making any changes this time. See where it goes. All right. Look at their little town is divided by a river. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Although it's not helping them very much in defense. All they have is militia and whatever troops those 2 lords that were in here had. They look like smaller Vlandian parties. Although it's always good to get a sharpshooter out. Another one down. All right. Looks like the towers are almost at the wall. Oh, great goodness. Can I get one more in? No, I think I'll hit the tower, but I'm gonna let fly anyway. Go, 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 go. Ooh, did I get it? No, 2. I shoot 6 shots that are dead on, and then the one that I really need to count is too far, and I didn't make any changes. That is annoying. Better late than never, I guess. Still, I'm gonna let fly again without changing anything. I moved the Scotia to the right so I wouldn't hit the tower. That's 56. Approximately 50% of their forces are already taken out by the time we get the top of the walls. Let me go this way. Let's see. I think I may have moved it up a tad too much. I did. Well, there's some on the ground. There's militia crossbowmen on the ground. Let me back it down a quarter there. Try again. Oh, too far to the left. Too far to the left? Maybe. Yep. Just too far in general. Alright, I'm going to back it down another scoosh. Not going to change the left or right setting. Now that is too far to the left. And the front gate just fell. That's what that noise is. I don't dare move it to the right any because I definitely hit my own troops. I don't want to do that. There we go. Come on. Ah! Got that one militia crossbowman that we're fighting. Alright, that should do it. I don't think I want to lob anymore. My troops are too integrated with the enemy. Boy, where'd that arrow come from? Right up there. He's well hidden. That was a crossbow. A bolt, not an arrow. And he's using that rampant for all that crenellation for all it's worth. Although I can see my troops crawling up behind him. Yeah, they got him. He had to turn and face them. I see one right there. Crossbowman. I guess there's one or two inside this tower that I can't see inside those little slits. There's a dead guy right there, and that one you can see his helmet as he fell forward. All right, everybody's going through the front gate, so the enemy is run proper. It's a nice little scene, little village scene, little town scene. Ooh, I was worried it might hit my own guy there. See him stop and pick up that axe? All right. We got a couple stuck in here, and the rest hightailed it. And if you're not hightailed, in my opinion, is a reference to deer, for example, when they sense danger, they raise their tail up high to signal to other, like white-tailed deer, for example, signal to other deer. That's where that saying comes from. Hightail it out. All right, battle finished, which means we're going to have a keep battle, not battle one. They retreated to the keep. I lost 2 infantry, which, as I always say, it's you got to lose something. That's what you want to lose. Let's see who got some upgrades before we go into the keep battle. Sheena is going to get party size. And now Sheena will, if things stay the way they are and I'm not able to get Magnus married and get me more children, she is going to be the leader because she is the youngest of my children. So I'm going to give her perks for myself, what I would want. And I want the pristine streets. Because I always wait in towns. I don't wait in villages. Because there's nothing you can do in a village. In towns, there's things you can do. All right, let's attack. And, of course, I always take my companions. Provided, provided they are not locked and wounded too much. And then choose people that'll get upgrades, like these spearmen, these Vlandians, these picked warriors, and one of these. Veteran skirmisher will upgrade to wildlings. And I want to take out the ranged guy. Let's look up. He's too dark to see. I think there's a guy right... No. Let me go around the corner here. There he is. think there's another one behind here. 2 more. I don't like them just taking pot shots at our people. So I take them off, but I typically let the rest of the crew get their hand-to-hand combat training in. But I just don't like these guys taking pot shots at them, especially when they're shooting them in the back. I think that's it. I don't think there's any more archers up there. Crossbowmen, no ranged units. Oop, I was wrong. She's running up on him. I'm going to let that go. Corinne will take him out. Kaboom, she just did. This guy's got a crossbow, but they're not pot-shotting him in the back now. They're into it. Magnus, get those skill points, buddy. All of you, get some skill points. Magnus, way to go, buddy. You got like 4 right there. Yeah, he really needs a wife, doesn't he? Okay, we've got Corinne, got 1 and one-handed, which is good. She controls the archers, so one-handed skill when they get in close is good. Ella, 1 and one-handed, 2 in athletics, which she doesn't get often because she's a horse rider, of course. She leads a party. Jenny, 1 and one-handed and 1 in 93 in athletics. Another horse rider, so it's good to get those athletic skills. Magnus, 6 in athletics. Boy, he hardly ever gets off his horse, doesn't he? And 1 in one-handed. Very good. Sheena the Air, 4 in athletics and 1 in one-handed. Outstanding. Prisoner. There's 2 lords in here, so I wonder who got the other guy. I'm going to take everyone, of course, since we are in the town. And I'm still short by 2. Banner of the Knights. I'm going to show mercy. Let's look at this banner. Was that a... Yep, that was a top-tier banner. I already had 2 of them, so a third is not a bad thing. All right, let's see here. Anybody I can recruit, because they would have stuffed a lot of troops into the... And again, I don't want this town because it is Vlandian, and I am an Imperial. Let's see, who's got the least amount of range? 15, 17, 12. Give them to you. Sell the rest. Way too many of these crossbowmen. And we'll take these down to 20 also. I'll hold on to them, but take them to 20. I can put them in Ortesia if I keep it, which not looking good. All right, let's trade. They only had 70, and of course, very low on food. But their towns, their villages should be recovering here shortly because I've waited just to the limit, I think. Never can tell what the owner of the town, if there's a perk that your villages recover faster after raids, so you never can tell if the owner of that town has that perk or not. Yeah, this is going to be all garbage. I really need to find a new... I'm pretty sure I had a stash in Rote and lost everything when I lost Rote. So I need to find a place for a new stash that I won't lose everything, apparently. All right. We're going to leave, and we're going to head in this direction. Maybe we can get to Ortesia in time. I don't know, but I need to recruit some because, as you know, they would have put 100 or so troops in the garrison there. And I need to replenish them. And they don't have any, basically no ranged troops to speak of anymore. Pen Kanaka's taken. Well, they got all 10 of those recruits. Stop. Go. Where are you going, I wonder? Maybe he's going to try and take Charis back. More power to him. Okay, I lost my towns because I'm now over. So either Jalmares or Ortesia just left. Which one was it? It was Ortesia. Jalmares will be falling in a moment, I imagine. There's only... Well, there's 500 left. Well, we'll just give some troops out. 2, 3, 4. Oops, one too many. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ah, I want to buy some dates if they have any. The Khuzaits want to make peace. What are they offering? They're paying us 2090. Let's take that. We'll do this Pen Canuck. Fafin, you're fine. You can have it, buddy. I was going to say you might have been the guy who got it after I gave it up. Only 59% support for them, though. I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to let it ride because if the... Oh, hey, I didn't even see you, buddy. Let's say hello. Let's take my long glaive and the avalanche. Can we get to him? Yeah, maybe. Can we get to him in a daylight? That's... Oh, that's good. Here's the Emperor. All right. Well, we're going to fight, buddy. You just took my town. I do not approve. All right, this is good. The question is, can I just set up right here, or will they turtle and I have to go and meet them? I believe they will turtle because they are outnumbered. That's close enough. And we've got one mounted archer. Move up, move forward, guys. Horse to the left, horse to the right. Mounted archer out yonder, and then go do your thing. Hey, they're coming... No, they're running away? Yeah, they're running away. All right, just what I figured. Let's see if they're just reconstituting their line. I'm going to go ahead and send the horse in and let the single archer do what he wants to do, I think. Are they forming up right there? Or are they still moving? Ah, they're forming up right here. Okay. Well, we got no choice but to come and meet them then. And this area is a little higher, so this is where we want the archers. Shoot over the heads of the troops. And while my guys are getting formed up, let me see if I can hit one or two here. There's a Lord. Ooh, he got his shield up, but I still was able to get him for some reason. Alright, so everybody fire. Infantry and archers. Ooh. I almost hit my own guy there because he's an Imperial, and I didn't notice till the last moment that he had a little icon over his head. Okay, archers, infantry, let's march in on these clowns. Let's get some horses out of the way. They're going to stay in that circle, and I don't want my horsemen going in there. Get my horsemen out of that circle. Come on, guys, get out of here. Good kill, good kill. Archers, run over here. Yeah, I don't like my horses running through there. Come on, archers. Get over here and face that direction. Another Lord. Woo! Who is it? Vassilops. Horses out of the way, please. Ah, trying to hit that horse. All right, I don't think there's going to be any backup. Okay, infantry, spread apart. Tear into them. Got a couple of loose stragglers here. They're still being dealt with. I honestly can't see them. I don't see who they are. All right, let's get the horses running again, since their arrow troops are starting to target the horses. There you are, buddy. You with the double voice. Some kind of alien. Oh. This might be their, this is their reinforcements. I didn't think there were going to be any. Got these little Imperial tossers here. I don't like them any more than I like the golden-haired tossers. Just don't like, oh, he got, oh, I don't like enemy javelin tossers, period. Don't hit me again with that javelin. Boom. Yeah, I guess you won't. And don't hit me with that arrow. I keep getting hit by my own horses. My own cav units. Get out of the way, horse. Oh. Speaking of my horses, come after these archers. Magnus the Captain. Magnus the Captain. Did you see that? It said Magnus the Captain, Magnus the Captain. Did he just kill himself? Did he knock himself unconscious? So he both took himself out and... That's just odd. I don't know what happened there. Maybe if I remember, I can look at that in replay. Oh, he just hit him with a javelin. That's Battanian skirmisher. Very good. Very good toss, buddy. Very good. Is that it? The rest of them are going to the beach, I think. I can understand that. It's a popular getaway place, so that's where they're getting away to. Always a horse in the way. Woo! That's it as far as I can tell. On the beach. Somebody's still up top, apparently. They're just now fleeing? Come on, horse. You're the fastest horse on the field. Prove it. Oh, they got him. I'm going to let them do it. I get little points in archery, or horses will get some points. Is that it? No. Run, guys, run. There we go. All right, I lost one horse, which I knew was going to happen because I didn't want them running through that circle like they were doing. The fact that I only lost one is a surprise. I thought I was going to lose more. Who's going to get the Emperor? Someone else did. Figures. Well, we're not close enough to any allied town that I can just jump into to sell. So what we're going to have to do here. Apparently, we're going to have to go to either Legeda or Charis. We're at war with Vlandia. We cannot go into... This is Finn the Captain. 20 morale from victories. That's what I'm going with. We can't go into Sargo. Jenny. 10% lethal experience. Daily experience. We want military tradition. Just every day, your troops gain experience. And Magnus, healing rate while waiting in towns. Always towns. Sheena and myself. All right. Now we're down even more troops. You're not going to have any sturgeons. And you can only take 2 prisoners. You're already over your limit. So I guess I'll wind up stuffing Magnus again.
It's been a while.
It has been. You know, he, like I said in the last video, he always talks. The rest of them don't. I don't know what's different about his AI package. Well, they still got... I'm going to head towards Jalmares. I can't believe that's still... But Jalmares was stuffed to the gills with garrison, and they have level 3 walls, whereas Ortesia does not and was not. So I can understand that. I always talking about how those level 3 walls make a big difference when it comes to defense. Finn the captain. Very good. She only got 1 point. I'm going to put it into leadership. 1 perk. New honor of Charis. Fafin, you can have it, buddy. All right. What else do you guys own? I remember saying, oh, man. I remember saying I was going to get this clan a fief if I could because they have been so good since they joined us. I mean, they've been there. Every time you needed them, they were there. Even though they're Khuzaits. But I don't think Charis is a good... I don't remember if Charis was tore up too... I don't think it was. You know what? Let's see if we can get him this fief. They own Samira Castle, right? Samira, which is way on the far eastern steppes of Khuzait land. So let's see if we can get them. If they can get these Vlandian holdings, that will help their income greatly. Of course, I dropped down below 90 with the other guys, but Charis should... Let me look at Charis. Yeah, they're not doing bad. They're recovering their food. Their prosperity is decent, and they're making some money. So hopefully that clan was poor. Hopefully that will help them out in the long run, as long as I can keep Charis from falling back into the Vlandian hands, it is. Okay, they gave up on Jalmares, and they still got 560 defenders. Level 3 walls, baby. I'm heading back towards Vlandia. I didn't really think I'd get there, but I wanted to head in this direction to be able to get recruit instead of trying to recruit in Vlandia, because all of Vlandia is... oh, this is... I'm going to vote for you just to get you back above 90. All of Vlandia is angry at us, so didn't want to go through their recruiting. We'll hit Lycia. They've only got 170 defenders. I'm not interested in taking it back right now. I'm heading towards Sargo. That's where my interest lies. And I don't know what my food situation is, so let's just take what we can. I'll look. Of course, beer and dates are always short. Plenty of grain. What is this? Jalmares again? Yeah, more power to you. But wait, let me see. Let me get these. Oh, I thought I was in Thraktere. And obviously, I am not. I'm still going to Sargo. I don't care if I lose Jalmares. I mean, I care, right? But I can always take it back. To me, again, as I keep saying, I want to hurt the Vlandians. I want to take them out of the game. And not because I overly hate the Vlandians. I enjoy playing as the Vlandians. It's just that in this particular game, they're a thorn in our side. Thorn in our backside. And I want them gone. They're down to 3 towns, I think. I'll look again here in a moment. This kind of grabbed the camera focus where I could see revolt. I think they own revolt again. Nope, we got it. So they've got Sargo, Jacqueline, and Oxhall. That's all. I'm going to take Sargo right now. At least I'm going to try. We're still a lot of troops off. Let me hit Usank because there's some horses there. They're paying us 1,500. 91% support now. Somebody's going to jump on that here in a moment, I think. Might as well recruit from this town now that it's allied. And also give me a chance when I go by Charles to see what their defense looks like. Of course, you can see you're allied. You can see that from anywhere on the map, but I can recruit from these two towns since they are allied and not angry with us. I'm going to recruit in Charles, but I'm going to throw those recruits right back into the town. I really want this Kuzate clan to have a chance at making some money and being able to field some armies. Whoops, garrison. There you go. Another 14 to help you out, buddy. I know you're poor and you can't afford them, but hopefully this town offsets your income. Excuse me. What was that? New owner of Verone Castle. Faffin and Bovin, don't care. Ragenvad, still voting for me. Does that mean he has decided I'm going to be his replacement? Magnus, 175, that's a perk. Oh, you're getting 2. All right, so we've got chance to find a mount when traveling, which I don't care for. Food consumption, that's what we want, and the disorganized state. Here we've got loot from defeated villages and caravans, which they hardly ever... Faster recovery from a heat. You're not going to be the clan leader. Security per day and governing. You're not going to be a governor, so you got to go for the one that does 5% more loot from defeated villagers and caravans, extra troop from village nobles when forced. And you know, I actually think that I'm going to go with this one because the 5% more loot from defeated villagers and caravans. Because I don't think he's ever going to be raiding villages and forcing them to give him troops. I'm going to go with that anyway, though, because of the off chance that I die and he becomes... Here we go. Look at this. Ragenvad just died. So his last action on this earth was to vote for me to get a fief. I know I give him a lot of grief, and he deserves all of it, but I do appreciate that, Ragenvad. Let's see who they vote. Everybody's voting for me. With the exception of Jorg and Vilder. Vilder's even voted for me. Notice there's 14 points from him. And Jorg also 20. All right, buddies. So everybody's voting for me. And I'm going to abstain. You know what? I'm going to get a little bump for you because you're at 100 and you're at 91. So let's bump you up to 96. On the 17th day of winter, 1113, Hans was crowned as king of the Sturgians. See, that should say Grand Prince because the lore is they have a Grand Prince and not a king. There's my wife and my children. I now carry the banner of Sturgia. All right, now, first things first. I went to 96 with him, which I knew I would. Let's look at these policies. Let me go through here. I've got enough experience or influence points that I want to get past some policies that are going to help the kingdom as a whole. At least in my opinion. All right, feudal inheritance, not interested. Land tax, not interested. Not interested in that already, I know. Recruits replenish 20% faster and tax income and settlements reduced by 10, but data militia production increased by 1. There's zero support for that. I could push it through, but I don't. Not interested. I don't even look at law speakers because I know I don't want that. That's just a punishment for most of your For kingdom decision, influence cost rule override and pop decision is reduced by 20%. You know, I can live with that being in there. Each notable yields 1 influence per day. The settlement's tax is decreased. State monopolies. We might already have good policies in effect. Ruler clan gains 5%. I'm not interested in taking y'all's money. I want you to be able to field armies. Town security is increased by 1 per day. Now that that I do want to pass, even though there's zero support for it, because it reduces taxes by 5%. But keeping towns from rebelling, town security is increased by 1 per day. That's 1 every day. It doesn't say 1 a day. It says 1 per day. Okay. I'm going to pass this. I know it's going to cost a lot, but I don't care. 430. Boom. I want the increase in security. Crown duty. No, I don't care about that. Imperial towns don't care about that. Royal commissions. Now this influence cost creating armies just 30%. Armies led by the ruler earn occasion. Armies led by non-ruler cost it. No, I don't want them to have to spend more influence to field armies. I want them to be able to field armies. Now this here, I'm definitely passing. Ruler's party size increased by 60. And non-ruling clans lose 0.2 influence per day. I can live with them losing 0.2 influence. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It would take them to lose 5 days just to lose 1 influence, and during that time they will gain influence just from owning things and participating in battles and so forth. But I want to increase my party size by 60, so I'm going to pass this for sure. 220. I've got the influence to spend. All right, royal commissions, nope. War tax. I don't care about that. Now, see, they want this. Military achievements grant 20% more influence and troop wages increased by 10. Yeah, they need influence to do things, to create armies, so forth and so on. So we'll go ahead and agree with that because everybody else was 100% support. Military, corone. Okay, war tax, citizenship. Loyalty, half a point of loyalty per day to settlements that have the same culture as their own clan. I don't like that because very seldom, except for your starting lords in your original kingdom, are the same culture as the stuff they own, because everything else, you've conquered it, and it's going to be a different culture. All right, settlement loyalty is increased by 2 per day. Settlement production is reduced by 5. Again, loyalty, I want that to be a thing. I want the towns to be secure, and I want them to be loyal. Loyalty is more important than the security, but I'll take both of them if I can. Tribunes of taxes paid to the ruler reduced 5%. Town loyalty is increased 1 per day. Again, they're not going to like that, but I'm going for it. Nobody's opposing me, though. You see that? So it doesn't cost me anything. I'm just posing it bilaterally. Is that the right word? Bilaterally? Bilaterally? Oh. I'm doing it on my own. Okay, grazing rights. Settlement loyalty is increased by 5 per day. Again, even though hearth production is decreased by 0.25, I want the loyalty to go up because we are conquering a lot of territory, and I don't want those towns to rebel. Now, in the future, they'll probably come back and try to get rid of these, but as long as I keep a huge stack of influence. Remember all those times I was saying I don't want to vote and waste the influence? This is one of the reasons why. Settlement loyalty is increased by half a point per day. Security is increased. You know what? I don't want them losing, and I don't want to lose security, so I'll just let that one be. Now, let's go back and look at the policies that are already in place. I should have looked at them first. This is fine. I don't really... Trade tax paid to the town owners increased by 3%. Town prosperity is increased. Yeah, prosperity is always a problem anyway when it goes up too high, so this is fine. It's only 0.2. Towns gain 1 security, but lose 1 militia. I like that. Again, security and loyalty is what I do know I want that, and I do know. Ruler clan earns 3 influence per day, and non-ruler clans lose 5 influence per day, but nobody's opposing it. There's zero support for abolishing it. I would have gotten rid of this if even one person wanted to do it, because I can make 3 a day. I don't need to have that. Your king bonus is only 3, but my clan members in the army that I've run around all the time gives me 6 just from being in the army. All right, marshals, armies led by nobles. This is fine. Senate is fine. Noble retinues. Now, this is interesting because leaders increased by 40. I definitely want to keep that. Bailiff. Tax some towns reduced. Towns with a security grade of 60 yield 1 additional influence for armor clan. Town security increased. There you go. Security and loyalty. Town loyalty is decreased by 2. Food production. Now, this one is always a touchy one because you always have a problem with food. The longer the game runs on, the more food issues you have. So in this particular instance, I'm willing to let this 0.2 go down as long as the food is increased by 2, the production. So that's fine. We just passed that. We just passed that. Okay. All right, that's good for now. That's all I'm going to be concerned myself with. Which means as soon as I unpause, I'm going to have a larger 442 instead of 362. I think you guys are going to go for Charis. Sargo has 389. Let's just see what happens here. Still want to try and recruit as much as I can. They're at 312. They're going to have probably 500 or more in that army before they would feel comfortable, I think. Where are you going? Astor Castle. Well, you know what? We can cut you off right here so that's one less army that we got to worry about. Not in the nighttime. Come on, come on. Not in a village either. There we go. Get him, get him, get him. I don't think let's see. We're running exactly the same speed, so once he goes into this forest area, though, it should slow him down. Yeah, there we go. He's slow. But it's going to be a night battle if we can catch him.
It's been a while.
King Malpert. That's the king of the Vlandians. Let's take him out. Boy, I can't see anything. I didn't realize it was that dark, and I apologize to you viewers. Although it may not be as dark once YouTube renders it, but I don't see anything. I can see there's a beach right there and water, and that's basically it. And that's only because that land is lighter colored. This dark colored land, whew, I don't see much of anything. So this is not going to be a very enjoyable battle for me, or you, I imagine. Let's see what they're doing. 207, 208. Okay, they're moving away from us. Obviously, I can see the icons. And the beach is a better place to fight because it's not as dark. So this may work out okay. It won't be okay, but it'll be better. They're going for the heel, I think. Stay on the beach so I can see you. The lighter colored beach really helps me out. Let me just take the avalanche to these stupid women. Come into battle without wearing helmets. Just because they think they're pretty. They want you to see their face. Just like in movies, the hero always doesn't have the helmet on so that you can see it's them.
Footmen, move forward!
Let's get these horses out of the way now. Yeah, they're having a problem hitting me because it's dark for them also. You know, darkness does affect ranged units. All right, I want you guys to face that direction.
Keep eye on the enemy.
Don't go in that dark forest, please. I already can't see you. Don't make it even worse.
Forward! Cavalry,
Horse, come over here.
move!
All right, infantry,
Movement and fire arrows!
archers, come right up here. Horse archer, come up here and do a little shooting, close range. Let's see what we can do here. We'll go ahead and go in the shield wall.
Raise your shields!
We're not in danger of losing this battle. But I do want to try to preserve as many troops as I can, of course. Since we're going to continue battling after this. Probably Sargo. And I've seen other people creating videos who call it Sargot, and that's fine. Again, these are made-up names. You can call them anything you want. But for me, I consider the Vlandians to be vaguely French, so that's why I say Sargo. Not French, at least Normans, which you could argue is one and the same. anyway.
Cavalry!
All right, cavalry,
Horsemen!
go ahead and do your thing. Vlandia champion. Oh. Once he got close to the archers, they took him out. There is Sylvan down. She got too close to the avalanche. All right, just hold that. Come on, fellas. Hold that line. Let the archers do that thing of the people that are trying to get around you. Once they get close, it's easier for the archers to hit them, even in the darkness. Take out as many of these Vlandian cav as I can. Get out of the way, horse. Get out of the way, horse. All right, what's it looking like? All right, they're still coming around the edges. I had to hit that guy 3 times to kill him. These horses are getting terribly in my way because this is such a confined space. Get out of the way, horses. All right, Vlandians are going to go down right now. Attack. Yeah, I was covering. I made a mistake. I meant to say sturgeons, so I was trying to cover. But that was purely a mistake. That was a good swing with that axe, buddy. I can see him up close. Everybody do your thing. I know the feeling, but there's always a horse in the way. Now that's the second horse you've hit, trying to get it. That'll be the third. Always a horse in the way, buddy. I feel your pain. A fourth horse. So you hit at least 4 horses. Usually happens to me. I see a Vlandian right in front of me. Oh, he got him right before I hit him. All right, they are officially running, even though they've been running for 30 seconds or more now. The music is a little slow at times. There we go. All right, we lost 9 only, and they lost 138 dead and 337 wounded to our 15 wounded. I got 1 in tactics. That's always good. Tactics are great. Ella, 1 in one-handed, 1 in polearm. Jenny, 1 in polearm. Magnus, 1 in medicine. Yeah, boy, you're just getting that medicine skill right up there. Sheena, 1 in medicine. And Finn, 2 in one-handed, 2 in medicine, and 1 in horse. Very good. 5 minutes for that battle. I guess I did not get the king. Someone else got Mallory. Was it Mallory, I think? Again, I was just watching Archer before I started this, so Mallory Archer might be on my mind. But I think Malbert? Now I don't remember. Malbert, no. Malbert is the guy from... Malbert is the guy who helps you infiltrate the elf embassy in Skyrim, right? Malbert? I think that's him. All right, who got the king? Is it Allery? Allery. I think that's what it is. Allery. Father, I'm at your command. That's correct. Let me inspect your troops. Did you get Allery? Nope. And you don't have any sturgeons either. And you can handle some more troops. Some more prisoners. Very good. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Did you get Allery? No, you got Badoof. And no sturgeons, but you can handle a few more. And of course, I'm going to wind up stuffing Magnus. Did you get the king? I'm at your service, father. By the way, they spoke. I did hear them speaking that time, but Magnus speaks every time. There's Malbert, but nope. I guess the leader got away because nobody has him in there as their prisoner. The king. I just can't remember. It's Allery or Malby. Either way, I don't see any sturgeons here. And you can have a few more. Boom. All right. Let's do this. Let's get rid of these recruits. Give you 7 of these. 2 of those. All right. Then I will just drop those recruits. And anyone else I have to. 184. 191. There we go. I'm gonna pop into Galen because they'll have more money than Charis. Rebels in Pencanar is already against our lord, and that lord was Vlandian. I recognize that name as being a Vlandian, I do believe. But we're going to recruit along the way here. Who got some points? Some upgrades. Finn. Military addition. 2 experience to infantry in your party. 10% total experience to infantry. Yeah, we won't every day just get infantry experience. Whether we're doing anything or not. Jabmary's still holding out. I tell you what, again, level 3 walls really make a difference. They're on the 2nd siege now, and they're still holding out. And I've already had 1 battle. In fact, how many troops? Ugh, I hate when that camera grabs me like that. That should not be a thing. 253, and there is absolutely no armies going. Actually, let's see if there are Kuzate 54. Yeah, no, it's fine. Oh, did I say 17% with the Vlandians? Yeah, that's going up now. We don't want that. Let's jump into Galen. Somebody just got an upgrade. Who was it? Sheena? Steward. So she can hold more troops now. And always want forced labor. You put troops in the settlement. You clowns, that's not what I wanted you to do. Let's see what I can... You can have 1 of them. 20, 29, 19. We'll give it to you. And all these other Vlandians that I just recruited, because I don't want the Vlandians in my army. All right. Topped up. They're all topped up. 195, 191, 198. Very good. Let's see what we can trade here. I've got to grab some Sturgian troops from them, though, which I will do as soon as I get out of the town. I don't want to take any of their food because they're right in the middle of Vlandian territory, and the chances of... And Vlandia being weak right now, the chances of them getting their villages raided and their food deprived is great. Because that's what small parties will do. They had a lot of money, though. 89,000. Thick night shields, 590. I'll hold on to that. If it's over 550, I usually hold on to it. This is only 510. Why am I holding on that? Let's see. Oh, you took it. All right. I'm going to hit no grant because... No, I'm not going to hit no grant. Let's see what... Well, I may after I take these troops from them. I'm pretty sure they won't have enough for me to fill up my party. But I'll take what I can for now because I don't want to leave Vlandia land. I might have already taken most of the Sturgians from them. There's only 1 there.
I'm at your...
Finn, you got anything for me? Again, I'm not taking the... Even though a troop may be Sturgian, it has to be a Sturgian troop that I would use. Like I would not use a brigand. That's it. You only had 1 for me. Magnus, at least have 2 for me.
I'm at your service.
You know you've got to do better than the girls. You know how you are. Magnus, you're going to let me down, buddy. Wow, he didn't have any for me. All right. I'm going to hit Galen. No, we're going to head in this direction. I'm just going to have to put up... I'm going to ride by Jacqueline again so I can see what... 944. And how many does Sargo have? Well, you know what? I will recruit as I go because I want to toss him in a garrison. I should have recruited there again. We'll hit Chornad. They raise hogs there. Oh, the Vlandians. Oh, no, 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 no. Look, the third siege of Jalmary's. I'm telling you, there's level 3 walls. I guess they gave up the second siege. How many people want to... 22. It was 17. Now it's up to 22. So we should be okay until it gets above 50. All right, we've already made peace with the Azerai. That doesn't need to be there. If we can take Sargo before it gets above 50, that would be grand. We'll have Galen, Charis, and Sargo, and Jacqueline will be surrounded. $33. It's rising pretty quick. Nothing there. I'm gonna see if I can hit Erterford. The good news is I got as being elected. Oh, I just I am the Grand Prince now. It doesn't matter what the rest of them vote. I decide when we declare peace. I just reminded myself that I was elected leader. It's been so long that I've had been at the whim of Ragnvad. Yeah, I'll make peace with the Khuzaits. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. You got 380. Let's take these on right now. Even though I have the power of whether or not we declare peace. I forgot that I had that power since it just happened. We're going to siege. What do we got here? What can I recruit? I'm going to recruit everything that I can except militia. And unfortunately, I'm going to recruit all these guys. I don't like recruiting from my stash, as I call it, unless I absolutely need to, but I do want to have them up so that they can get some experience. Since my only other option would be to run all the way over to Sturgia and get troops, since none of my companions or my children had any troops for me. To speak of, I think I got 2 troops total from them. So now that I have the power of declaring peace, I think I'm just going to take all 3 Vlandian towns. Charis, Sargo, and whatever the other one was. Oxhall, I think. I think we still own Previn. Or Jacqueline. I forget Jacqueline. 994, I think they had in the garrison. Either way, the Vlandians definitely do not have enough force to contest any of this. See, they're running around in parties less than 100. Pendrake, very good. Although it is Battanian. I wonder who took it. Pendrake, Battanian, I think. What is this? All right, Bovin, Fafin. I don't care, either one of you. Oh, I don't have to vote. I just appoint. It's going to take me just a few moments to get used to being the leader. Because the only power you have that I care about, really, is the ability to decide when wars end. I'm so tired of being in the process of sieging a town and Ragnvad declares peace. We got some upgrades here. $34 days of food. I'm surprised they got so much food. Of course, I'm not going to try to starve them out. There's only 383 of them. Just as soon as this last onager is made, I'm going to bring out the trebuchets and we're going to go directly into it after they fire. Okay. Because again, I'm not waiting 32 days to starve these guys out. Do I got more upgrades? Yeah, 7 more. Those troops I've been carrying around for a while. One. Okay, get this one. I'm going to pause that. I think that'll be... I think we'll have enough time. Let's see. To bring out the fire onagers before that last one completes. And these are level 1 walls. See, they're wooden. So these are actually... Well, you can... I was just going to say, but you can see these are ramps. These are not towers. So they'll just push the ramps right up there and run right up them. Come on, come on, come on. Very good. Now let's go... Let's put in the noble longbow and the 37 arrows and start this party.
Follow your sergeants.
Yeah, again, this is real tiny siege area, so deciding on which location they're so close together, it doesn't really matter. They're all equally good or equally bad, I believe. Let's see what you were aiming at. I know I moved it to the left a little. Very good. I'm going to move it to the left a little more again. A lot of militia archers there. And on the ground behind the wall. Because there's not a lot of room in this town. Not a lot of open room around the walls there, behind the walls. I still want to go to the left a tad. And decrease the range a little bit. Because I want to be hitting right there. Except the wall portion. So decrease the range a little bit more. And then let fly and see what happens. This tower's going to be in my way, though. I can get one shot in, I think. Before the tower blocks me. And I can't really see the... Can I? Can I see the other side? Let's increase it a tad and see what happens. Alright, I need to move to the right a little bit. Oh, they're not going where are they not going where I thought they were going? Or are they going to take a hard right? I think they're going to take a hard right and come back. Yeah, I've only killed 17. But, you know, there's not a whole lot of them there. Vlandian Sharpshooter and Battanian Hero. Those are two ones you definitely want to take out. If you had a choice between one of those and a militia, those are the ones you want. Wow, that was woefully short for some reason. I'm going to go one more without increasing the range to see what happens. Because the previous two were good. Ha ha ha. Very good. Again, I'm not changing anything. I'm just going to let it go. That's a nice view out there in the valley also. Although I didn't notice that castle out there earlier. Look at that. Too far. Those old crumbling castle walls out there. Wonder if this town has not been damaged so much that those are standing. I doubt it. Oh, there's another one even right there I didn't even see. Right through the trees there. There's a whole complex out there, it looks like. I don't want to... There's too close to my troops for me to lob another one in there. Those fire pots and their AoE. Oh, my horse stopped. Can I run? Can I grab the horse and run right through the front gate? Come on, come on, come on. No comment. Go, 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 go. Get out of the way, please. No, they're holding the gate still. I'm trying to shimmy my way in. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. They don't have far to run, though, before they're already in safety. Come on, guys. Catch up with them. Let's not let any get into the keep. Oh, there's more. I didn't realize there was some in front of these. No, they turned around. All right. Sounds like they made it. Yeah, they did. They made it into the keep. So we do have a keep battle. I only killed 56. Make sure there's nothing going on here because you only get to notice if there is a attribute point. You don't get them if there's just a perk point, and that's a point of contention. It's always bothered me. Let's attack. Clear the selection. We want all of my kids to be in on it for sure, and my wife, and you too. Then we'll take a Vlandian champion because you'll go up to Vlandian Banner Knight. And we'll take heavy... No. My mistake. Veteran skirmishers. There we go. They'll go up to wildlings if they upgrade. And this is a very confined space. I heard an archer at the beginning, but I don't hear any more now. So I don't know if they have... I don't think they have any more. Because I think this is just this area here in the upstairs part. I don't think there's any other rooms or locations you have to go to. This is a level 1 castle. Or level 1 layout. Tier 1, that's what I'm trying to say. Everything's wood. It's not built up as much. Come on, Vlandian champion. You got to kill. Maybe you'll become a Banner Knight. I do believe this is the last area right there. I don't think there's anything else. He's covered in blood. He's been in... What are you doing down there, buddy? What is that? I didn't bring any level tier 1 troops. What is that? Where did he come? Did I accidentally click on a recruit? I don't remember doing it, but if I did, well, then so be it. He didn't get any kills.
Yeah, victory!
Imperial recruit. I don't recall doing that. What did we lose? A Imperial recruit. I'm very confused by this. We had 1 Imperial recruit, and we lost 1 Imperial recruit. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a Vlandian recruit. There we go. All right. I'm unsure how we got recruits in this because I'm fairly certain I did not pick any recruits. So I'm a little confused here, which apparently lately is my default standing. Sargo, show mercy. Who got the upgrade? Ian. Lynn. And we always choose walk it off. That's just across the board. No matter who it is, I choose walk it off. All right, Sargo. Continue. Recruit. Throw in a garrison. Everything that I can. 203. Very good. Although... No, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let it be. Trade. Did I not get anything out of that but a horse harness? A real cheap one at that. Oh, I'm going to lock that hood. Legendary hood is hard to come by. 6 and 4. There's legendary green hood and a regular hood. I got 6 of the green hoods, but the legendary hood's hard to come by. And I'm sure there's somebody can use that. 50? Yep, they can take it. And that. All right, another 30 grand. Can I recruit anyone before I ransom them? 2 Vlandian recruits, an Azrai recruit, Vlandian squire, and a highborn youth. Very good. Oh, I saw also a Battanian hero and a champion. All right, and I'm going to take you because I need you guys. Everyone else I'll give, let's see, 5 ranged units. Man, they're really hurting for ranged units now. I've got to go into Botania and recruit. You can have all of that. I'm hurting. Unfortunately, I've got to go into Botania and recruit. We've got to have some ranged units. Oxhall, Jacqueline are the last 2 towns left, but I've got to replenish my forces. Oh, I'm still over? Go back in town. Choose which prisoners to ransom. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. Light cavalry, nope. Sword sister, nope. Actually, I want to rest you, but I'll get rid of you. Guess I'll get rid of you. All right, this is what I should be getting rid of. Doggone it. 20. All right. Take these No, it's fine. Yeah, I'm going to take these recruits back because they should be recruitable very quickly as we move through here to get some Botanian archers, because I got to have archers to siege. I guess you don't gotta, but it really helps. New owner of Sargo. Who's going to get it is... Oh, no. I was hoping the Kuzak clan would get it. Ulrich. You on revolt. Oh, you on... Okay. Galen prevent Oscan revolt, and Fafin owns... Only Veron Castle? Well, man. I got to go with Fafin. He's got to have an income. That castle is not going to... And Verone, if you recall, we just got Verone, so it's not producing much money, and I wanted him to have some money. All right, let's hit this. Can we get some archers? Go to Abcomer. Oh, Pinkanok. There. You know what? I'm surprised that the Vlandians... Whoa, what happened there? I'm surprised that the Vlandians could muster a more than 1,000-man army. But they're taking Pinkanok from the Azarai. And I'm okay with that. No. No, that's a rebel. That's a rebel, not Azarai. I remember it. As I was looking at that, I remember, wait a minute, I remember that they rebelled from Sylvan, and Sylvan is a Vlandian. So yes, they're taking it back from the rebels. Which means 178. Let's see. Nope, I'll let them go. It's going to be an issue with them having that town, but it could rebel again. Plus, let's see if those two armies separate. John Mary's 4th siege on John Mary's. Woo, level 3 walls, baby. But they're probably only down to about 200 defenders. 236. And they are still, I think they are. Yeah, they're still recruiting. Just not enough there. Varna Vapel. Now we're getting some quality troops, what I consider quality troops at least. We'll hit Maraneth. See if any of my children, as party leaders, need to get some food. I got some recruits. Then we'll head back in this direction. No, you know what? Actually, I want to hit Clagbane and Rimtoil. Clagban and Rimtoil. And get some archers. All right, that topped me off, but I don't want to be topped off. I got to stop recruiting these. I don't want these type of troops. And I'm so close to Sturgia. Where's Ulisov? Go on to revolt. Very good. Oh. He's probably just going to buy and sell there. The good news is now that I decide when we make peace, I'm not in such of a rush. I don't have to rush so much to get those Vlandian towns, because I know that I'm not going to declare peace, so that it should be okay. 19, boom, 31, very good. I'll fill you up. Let's go here to Rimtoil. 16 and 12. Let's give these everything to you. 21 is better than 12. Do I want to? Yeah, I do. I'm going to hit Uthalaim. That town will be gone soon. It can't hold out indefinitely. We already declared peace with the Khuzaits. What are you going to do after you leave Revolt? You're going to Ostrakhan. Oh. Why? I think he's recruiting, maybe. $21. We're going to have to... I know. We're going to do this, though. Get you up to 32, and then I'll take these recruits from you. Very good. Then we'll hit Siordis. And I'm here. This is Sturgia, so I may as well grab some Sturgian troops. You know what? I don't want to take that unshielded Falksman. You're up to 32, and you're at 13. Just give you everybody. And then let's go to here. Cargreave. I don't know if that's Cargreave or Cargrev. I would probably say Cargrev. Ramira was taken prisoner. Ramira is not a Sturgian name. Southern Empire wants peace. Did they get Jalmaris? Yeah. Usually they... And Ortesia. Well, I think they already had Ortesia. Usually they'll take a city or two, and then the AI always wants peace, because that's all they're interested in is the land. They're not trying to wipe each other out for the most part. Oops. All right, that's that is the leader of the Khuzait clan that's in us, part of us that defected to us, so that's good. He's creating an army. Those guys, I'm telling you, those guys, even though they're poor, are they still poor? No, they're average now. With Charis, he's gone from poor to average. And he just created an army. How old is he? He's 73. Oh, my goodness. They're kind of... Oh, it's only 2 girls. So unless they get a man to marry into them... Well, see, it's over with for him. The only thing that can happen to this clan is he will die, one of these girls would take over, and then a guy has to marry that girl, or that clan is just going to die off. Because you can't get any children from just being a female. Got to have a male and a female, regardless of what people will tell you. Okay. Let's press on. Did I go into Varcheg? I did. You know what? Why I'm in Varcheg? Let me look. They got good helmets. 54, best helmets in the game. Without winning them by loot. He don't have any here. I don't think they're... And they don't have the good shield, good armor. Do we own Revel still? Yep. All right, let's go to Rotobos. Upgrade. Upgrade. We're going to hit Kranarog. We're at 1,000. First time we've been at 1,000 with these guys, and it's only because of that bonus from being the leader. Pushed me up by 60 troops. Just going to keep recruiting while I'm over here. There's no reason not to. And I don't want the... Well, I probably should take them, but I don't necessarily want the horse troops. I want the infantry. I got 91 horse already, and that's plenty as far as I'm concerned. At least the recruits can be turned into infantry or... Where did you go after you left Ostrakhan? I don't see your party at all, so I don't know. They can be turned into ranged troops or infantry. This is Imperial. Khuzaits stopped at Omor, so I can go in there and recruit and possibly buy food from them. All right. Now let's look at Magnus.
I'm at yours.
Yes, you are, buddy. You've got a lot of... We're going to give you 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. We're going to give you... Replace those Vlandians. And then I'm going to dump the Vlandians. We got 3 upgrades here. And then let's hit Skorin. And Omor. The Azrai. What else is new? I'll just take all of you guys. And then we'll jump into Omor so I can get some food. Maybe they have some dates and some beer. That would be grand. Take all of you. I'll take your beer and your dates. Just a couple. You don't have very much. How about helmets? Do you have any good helmets? Nope. 53 is the best you got right now. You're just not... Don't have enough prosperity yet to have the good stuff. That I would consider that infantry armor, 51 and 16. Is there... Let's see. She's got better. Horse, horse, horse. That's fine. What is the Warlord helmet with cheat guards? Let me see what that is. I think it's probably 47. All right, let's leave. All right, Corinne won it. So my wife won it. I did get the helmet, so I'll just sell it. Right there. But assuming... Is that better than what you have? No. All right, we can sell it. Leave. How many... I have not seen you since that tournament, Omor. Perhaps one of us shall have better luck next time. Yeah, well, you know, Corinne won. Your mother won. Are you saying that wasn't important, that your mother won? All right, you've got 20, but they're Britannians. That's okay. What does Sheena have? You got 23 Vlandians. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23. Boom. Of the 3 types right here, Azrai, Britannia, and Imperial, and the 4th type, which was Vlandian, I would rather have these troop types than Vlandians. Just personal opinion. That's why I'm replacing them with Vlandians and not... the Azrai have good infantry, and they're spear chuckers. The Lanakian Castle. No, I don't want it. Fafin and Bovine. What do you have? This is Battanian. So you've got Sargo and Verone. Who... Kalius, Pendrake, and Av. Oh, this is not near. I'm going to give it to Fafin. At least he only had 1, and now he's got 2. Potential source of income. Oh, there's nothing there to recruit. That's unusual. I really don't want to have to recruit horses. But as I say, since I'm over here, I'm going to recruit. I'm losing 15,000 a day. So I got to be mindful of that. Sargo's now being besieged. I'm too far away. Although, let me see here. I don't know who they're being besieged by. Vilder's there was 700. Does it tell me how long have they been under siege? I can't go any higher. That's it. So I don't know. Sargo has been besieged by Vlandians. Okay, well, he can handle that. 700, I think he can handle that. And anyway, I'm not in a position to do anything about it. So I'm just going to... Whoa. So hopefully, Vildur can handle it with 700 troops. I'm going to take all of you. No, not all of you. Well, yeah, all of you. Okay, here, I'm going to replace you with Vlandian. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Imperials. I said Vlandian, I mean Imperials. I think that's going to do it. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Let me dump those Imperials, and we're at 437. You go right up there. You go up here. You up there, and you right there. Okay, now we'll head back to the west. We'll head to Sargo. I hope Vildur can handle that. The thing about this is, though, if we declare peace with... You give up, buddy? What happened? Did you give up? Oh, he did. He gave up. They haven't initiated combat yet. But there's no way that I can possibly get there in time. Where are you going? You're just gathering. You probably... Are you going to go from this castle, maybe? See, we're at war with everybody basically except the Khuzaits right now that could really pose a problem. Western Empire is no issue. I think they've only got that one town, right? And that Thorius Castle. We might should just take them out and be done with it. But they're kind of a foil. Six upgrades. Going to take a week just to get to Sargo. Well, you came back. And you engaged them in combat. Can you win, though? Have they actually started the... Yeah, you won. I figured this. They couldn't be very strong, the Vlandians. And you're actually going to break this siege, it looks like. 900, yeah. You got that covered. What does Pencanak look like? 370. I'm going for Oxhall. Then we'll come back down and get Jacqueline. We want to kind of clean up this area if we can. I'll come back later and get or leave it to the AI to get the castles. But if I can clean up these towns right now, then I'll worry about what I want to do. What is that? Legata. Do I want to? I don't really care. I'm going for Oxhall. I wish you had to come this direction instead of going all the way around, though. Definitely not making peace with the Vlandians. I think you only got level 1 walls. Yeah, you do. You're not going to last very long. Where are you going, buddy? Just patrolling around Where are you going? Abcom or to siege. Okay, that's fine. Although I'd rather go to Pencanak. We'll take this town out. They've got plenty of food and level 3 walls. But we're going to take them on either way. Hmm. $278 garrison. I'm not going to 59 days. I don't. It surprises me that they have so much food. I don't understand why they have so much food. I guess we're not raiding villages as a faction. Us Sturgians are not raiding villages. Well, I guess we can look at that. Yeah, see, there's no successful raids for Sturgia and 2 for these guys. This must be left over, I guess, or it was stopped. 100% support. No, I'm not making peace with you. That means we have a lot of lords with integrity and morals. Unlike me, who will raid a village if I think it helps me in the long run, or even the short run. Because anything that helps you in the short run does help you in the long run. Sargo's being sieged again. They either just took it or their army was busted. I don't know which one it was. Oh, no, it's still under siege. Okay. Taken prisoner by the Vlandians. That's not good. Upgrade, upgrade. $111 defenders. But again, it's at level 1 walls. And Yanserd owns that, right? Oh, they just took it. That's fine. This is a tough nut to crack. We'll crack it with the level 3 walls, and we can always go back and get Sargo. I am not declaring peace. I'm prepared to spend all 43,000 influence points to keep us at war. Why am I over? Oh, I lost. I didn't have that town. That wasn't my town. Why am I over? Oh, maybe they got Jalmaris. That's what happened. They finally got Jalmaris. So we're going to talk to party leader. Man, I don't want to. One, two, three, four, which will put you over. So I'm going to have to take. I'm going to take these guys. I have to take all of them, and 2 more. Caravan Guard. I just don't like them. Even though it's a higher tier unit. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of it. I'm just going to get rid of... Where did I see that at? I thought I saw... There we go. Alright, so I lost Jalmaris. So be it. That's fine, you can leave. That's one less bill we have to pay. Alright, let's see what I gotta upgrade here. Let them get one shot in on that location, and then bring out the trebuchets. There's no lords in there. They shouldn't be able to replace them as quickly as that last battle we had. They're coming pretty quick, though. Southern Empire took a town. They wanted to declare peace. That's the way it works. Come on, don't hit the walls. Hit that thing. Clowns. There we go. Get these 2 upgrades. I lost 1 troop. I don't think I have anything. Take a Vlandian recruit because I can toss them in the garrison once we take the town. Take over command. I like this being up on a little rise. So that's where I'm going to go. This mangonel's almost dead also. If it gets hit by a few arrows, it might die. Might break. I don't really see... There's so few troops on the walls. And that's a terrible location for that. that ammo stock. Should be right there. Should always be right behind you. Shouldn't be over there. I know the theory is that, well, I don't know it, but I suppose the theory is that it doesn't want to be right behind them because if the enemy's shooting at you, they could shoot your ammo pile. But I never have to worry about the enemy siege engines because I always take them out. So that's not really a consideration for my playstyle. Ooh, I was trying to take that Battanian archer out. Don't like them as enemy. Maybe this one will do it. Oh, not far enough. And now he's moving. Yeah, he's one too many too close. He decided to relocate. I understand. I would have moved also. I thought there might be something on the ground on the other side. But they really have no... There's not a whole lot of defenders on the walls as far as archers. Too far. Nope. Certainly looked too far. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to launch again from right where I was at. Too far to the right? I still want to move to the left a tad. I think the range is good. It's just the left-right. So we'll go to the left a click, 2 clicks actually, because I don't want to hit that tower. It was a little short, but it still got a few of them. I'm just going to stay right where I'm at. Nudge it up just a smidge, just the smallest amount I can, and fire again. And of course, nudge it up just a small amount, and it was too far. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to leave it where it's at and fire again. Hopefully, I can get another run in before my guys hit the top there. Or I'll just hit the tower and be done with it. Ha! Luckily, the drawbridge of the tower went down, and I was able to hit the enemy. That was just pure luck. It wasn't no great timing on my part. But it did work out great for me. I don't think I want to launch anymore. You know what? Let's launch over here. Too far, and there's nothing behind the wall. Let's go over here then. I don't think that'll be far enough. Oh, I got him anyway. It was a little short, but that area of effect from the fire pots that you don't get from the other ammo types. You know what? I'm feeling brave now. Although they're moving, they're running away from me. Too far. I think they're going to the gate because we just breached the front gate. Would be my guess. Too far again? Yep. Wait a minute. I think I see an opportunity here. No, there's my troops mixed in with them. So never mind. I'm going in. Can I get down here? Will these rocks let me pass? Yeah. This guy running back to take my position on the onager. Where'd you come from? Right there? Oh, now they're running. That guy's dropping rocks? Look at him. Don't drop rocks. Oh, I missed you. Now you can drop the rock, but it won't count. Don't drop rocks. What's the delay? Push on through. Don't push me into this corner and get me jammed up. I'm trying to get through and get to the other side of them. Before that happened, but it's too late now. Shoot. I didn't want to turn all the way around. It would slow me up, but I didn't really have much choice. I knew I was going to hit that overhang. I'm worried about hitting my fella now, so I'm going to stop. Except that guy. All right. Yeah, there's nothing else there I can aim at. And there, right there's the keep. All right, so I lost 4 recruit, infantry, and 2 bowmen. This victory. So they didn't. Enough of them didn't get in the tower for us to have a keep battle. But again, my children are gonna give so many troops to this Ox Hall. Let's recruit and give to the garrison. And I am actually going to take any sturgeon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 37. All right. Vlandian recruit, levy, crossbowman, clan warrior. That's why I'm holding all these guys and didn't sell them off. Now I can give these to my troops. Or to my children. And they'll have a few more troops. After giving everything 7 ranged. Wow, that's terrible. They just give them up so easily. I'm going to hold on to those troops. Maybe we can get some more. You got plenty of food. I don't have to worry about that. Legendary what? Oh, it's already checked. All right. 25. Let's leave. I want to hit Ortan and then marry Evan, I guess, and then go straight for Jacqueline. Who's got this? Is that the Azurai? Yes, it is. Okay, I thought it was the Vlandians. It's even better that it's the Azurai because Vlandians don't have a extra fief or one of their towns back. They've only got Jacqueline and Pincanak, which is fine by me. Owner of Ox Hall. Fafin, are you the one to own? Nothing? You don't own anything? Urk, what do you own? Oh yeah, you own all the rest of the Vlandian towns. So I'm going to give this one to Fafin. More people are voting for him anyway. I still try to be, regardless of who's voting for what, when I'm the leader of the faction, I still try to spread it out if I can. If one guy's got all the Vlandian towns and there's one Vlandian town coming up and the other guy has 0, I'll still give him that Vlandian town just to get him some income. Because we want them to be able to field armies. They need income for that. Did I just lose another town? No. What happened was Ox Hall automatically goes to me as the leader, and I filled my troops up, forgetting about that. And then when we gave Ox Hall away, I'm overburdened. 5 troops. There you go. Now, I'm going to have to give you some... Let's see if I can recruit a couple of prisoners to make up for that. No. All right, so I'm just going to give them to you. Recruit. Man, I should have got rid of all of these guys. That's good enough. All right, let me recruit from here. Also, I want to, now that I'm thinking about it, we're right next to Previn. I'm going to go to Previn because Previn usually has a brewery running, and they've got should have a good amount of beer. Because I'm all the way out of beer, don't have any at all. I didn't want to buy it from Ox Hall because it's so new. They're going to need all the food they get. Rimtoa Castle. I know these are all recruits, but it's better than nothing. Recruits will one day grow up to be big, strong warriors, hopefully, or they'll die. Either way, they're easy to replace. How much beer do you have for me? You got only 16. That's not ideal, but I'll take it nonetheless. Yeah, we're going to be really hurting for ranged troops. But I really want to head to Jacqueline. Are they already? Oh, yeah. Tanir's already taken Pencanak back. So if we can get Jacqueline, that'll be the last town that the Vlandians have. Then it'll just be a matter of cleaning up the castles. Because I could declare peace with them once we take their last town. Then they don't really have any income-generating towns. Anytime they wanted to sell stuff, they'd have to go all the way to a third party to sell. Well, that didn't work out well, did it? They just... By Vlandians, no less. Alright, yeah, we need to get to Jacqueline and take that out. Seems like the Vlandians are finding their courage again. Or the numbers. We'll go by here and recruit as we head back to Jacqueline. Speaking of numbers, we do need numbers. What we need is ranged troops, really. Because working on a siege without ranged troops, difficult. More difficult than it needs to be, but there's nothing I can do about that. I ain't got time to go to Botania and recruit. And it's always, if you're recruiting Vlandia, it's always difficult to get any sufficient numbers of crossbowmen. I don't know why that is, but every game I've ever played where I was recruiting Vlandians, it's very difficult. You wind up having to stack up like 70 recruits and just run around with them hoping that they upgrade, and you can upgrade them to archers. Because they're not, for Vlandian, they're just normal troops. They're not noble troops. We're getting there. We'll hit Furbic and Maroc. $86. Only need 3 more. And he did not recruit any, so let's get 1. No. Yeah, I'm going to get archers. 1, 2, 3. And I'll take these guys and I'll swap them out for recruits he has.
I'm at your service.
Yes, you are. Take all of those, and then I'll take your recruits. There we go. Dump them. Upgrade. And head to Jacqueline. They've got 1,139 in there. And plenty of food. But we're going to do it anyway. Making peace with the Southern Empire. Yeah, they own all my territory now. Why not? How many people want to make peace with them? It doesn't tell me. Everybody. All right, we'll make peace with the Southern Empire. They can keep my towns. For now. All right, here's the situation. I've only got 4 minutes left on this 2-hour run. I don't think I can complete this last siege in 4 minutes, so I'm going to have this. I'm not going to start the siege, but what I will do is look around the map, see what's going on. I don't want to be locked in. I can't move the camera. There we go. All right, so they're taking Rimtoil, which I still own for some reason. Well, I think I gave it away. Do I still own Rimtoil? Or did we give it away yet? Yeah, I haven't given it away yet for some reason. And the last town these guys have as far as their actual town is Jacqueline. I think we can get Pin Canuck at any time that I want to. These guys, ooh, they came hard. They only had 3 towns over here, I think. I guess not. Man, yeah, because the Amprella, I remember seeing a pop-up not too long ago, the Amprella rebels, and the Khuzaits were fighting them. So I'm guessing what happened is the Khuzaits and the Southern Empire made peace. And they're only, yeah, they were only fighting us because we just declared peace and they're still not fighting anyone. And I don't think the Khuzaits are fighting anyone, unfortunately. Nope, they're not at war with anyone. So that's allowing the Southern Empire, once they made peace with the Khuzaits, that allowed them to run rampage across my towns and our towns over here. But that's okay. We've got everything but Jacqueline, and Pincanuck is going to go soon. I don't know who's assaulting Pendrake Castle or Rimtoil, and I don't really care. But we're going to resolve this. You can see the Azarites still got all of their original lands. Nothing going on with them. Khuzaits still have all their original lands. And they've pushed hard into Vlandia, or I always got Vlandia on my mind, into our Sturgeon holdings. But they stopped at Omor, which is good. And if I can, in the next video, if we can wind up taking out all these Vlandian towns, I think I may go try to get Omor, Vonarvupper, Sibir, and TL back. But we'll see. It might be more advantageous to take out this center here before we start going this direction, but it just irks me that they have our core towns. And also that's why some of our lords are, you know, the lords that own Omor, these 3 towns are now poor or average, and they can't field large armies. And the less money they have, the less armies we can, the less things we can conquer. And even I am losing between probably 11 and 16,000 a day. Although those garrison expenses that I don't have to pay now, oddly enough, for Ortesia, Jaumeres, will help a little bit. But then again, the income they were generating is not going to help. So I'll catch you on the next one. Adios.